You stand in the dust of a dead world. The air inside your helmet tastes recycled. It tastes like stale metal and anxiety. The ruins around you tower high. They pierce the dark sky like jagged teeth. Your scanner remains silent. It has been silent for 3 hours. The silence makes your skin crawl. You wipe a smudge from your visor. Captain Holloway barks over the comms. He asks for a status report. You tell him it is just rocks and shadows. Holloway grunts. He sounds like he swallowed a gravel pit. He hates wasted fuel. You kick a loose stone. It skitters across a smooth black slab. The stone stops. Then it starts to hum. The vibration travels up your boots. It rattles your teeth. You step back. The black slab wakes up. Blue lines ignite across its surface. They form complex geometries. They look like star charts, but they move. The humming gets louder. It sounds like a choir of machines. Your scanner finally screams. Energy readings spike off the charts. You call Holloway back. You tell him to look at the feed. The slab is not just a wall. It is a door. The center slides open. Mist pours out. It glows with a soft light. Inside sits a tablet. It rests on a pedestal of white metal. The tablet looks heavy. It looks old. Older than the ruins. You reach out. Your glove touches the surface. A shock snaps through your arm. It is not painful. It feels like waking up. Data floods your heads-up display. It is not a weapon schematic. It is not a treasure map. It is text. Lines and lines of heavy text. You try to read it. The translation software struggles. It parses the first line. The words are heavy. They carry the weight of authority. It reads as a decree, a law from a time before maps. You grab the tablet. The facility shakes. Dust falls from the ceiling. The blue lights turn red. You run. You sprint back to the shuttle. The tablet feels warm against your chest. You strap in. The shuttle engines roar to life. You punch the sky. The ruins collapse below you. You made it out. You look at the tablet again. The blue light pulses. It beats like a heart. Holloway asks what you found. You tell him the truth. You found the rules. Back on the ship, the mood is tense. The mess hall smells like burnt toast. It always smells like burnt toast. The crew gathers around the table. The tablet sits in the center. It projects a hologram. The light fills the room. It shows a web of stars. Lines connect them. It looks like a trade route, but the scale is wrong. It spans the entire spiral arm. Experts think this is a treaty. They look at the syntax. It is a pact, a contract between distant worlds. The scope is massive. It outlines trade of goods, but also trade of ideas. It mentions star science. It mentions resource sharing. It forbids hoarding. It mandates aid. The crew whispers, "This could change everything. We are just miners. We haul rocks." This tablet speaks of empires. Holloway leans in. His eyes are wide. He sees profit. You see responsibility. The hologram shifts. It focuses on a specific sector. That sector is empty space now, but the map shows a hub, a central point of governance. The text scrolls faster. It lists signatories, hundreds of them, all dead species, all gone, except for the law they left behind. The navigator speaks up. She says the math is perfect. The routes use gravity wells we missed. It cuts travel time in half. That is the hook. Efficiency, profit, power. But the text keeps scrolling. It lists penalties, harsh penalties for breaking the pact. The lights in the mess hall flicker. The ship's drive creates a resonance. It matches the tablet. The engine purrs smoother. The connection is instant. The ship likes this data. You realize something. The tablet is not just a book. It is a key. It unlocks potential. But keys open doors, and some doors should stay shut. You scroll to the bottom of the list. One name repeats. It appears in every clause. It appears in every warning. The translation software pauses. It buffers on the name. It spits out a rough approximation. The Elder Ones. The name sounds heavy. It sounds like a mountain falling. The crew goes quiet. You have heard myths. Everyone has. Stories of a great federation. They brought order to chaos. Then they vanished. They left only dust. And this tablet. The text changes color. It turns amber. It displays a warning. The warning is for the user. It says power demands balance. It says the law is absolute. The elder ones did not ask. They commanded. Their legacy is in this code. It haunts every calculation. The navigator looks pale. She says the course corrections are automatic. The tablet is talking to the ship. It is taking over the navigation. Holloway shouts. He tries to cancel the command. The console is locked. The ship turns. It aims for the asteroid belt. We are not driving anymore. We are passengers. The tablet has a destination. It wants to go to the mining site. The crew looks to you. You are the one who touched it. You feel a connection, a vague sense of intent. The elder ones are guiding us, or dragging us. You tell Holloway to wait. Let it ride. He glares at you, but he nods. The ship accelerates. The stars blur. We are moving fast. Too fast for a mining hauler. The hull groans. It holds. The engineering chief runs in. He looks like he wrestled a boiler and lost. He says the efficiency is up 40%. He is terrified. We drop out of warp. We are at the colony. The mining outpost spins slowly. It looks peaceful, but the alarms are screaming. A rock is coming. A big one. It is a rogue asteroid. It tumbled out of the dark. It is the size of a city. It moves with silent hate. The colony cannot move. They are sitting ducks. Holloway freezes. Our lasers are for cutting rock. They are not for defense. Not against that. The colony hails us. They are screaming. You look at the tablet. It pulses faster. The amber light turns white. A new section of text unlocks. It is titled Defense of the Pact. It outlines a maneuver, a kinetic push. It requires precise timing. It requires full engine power. It requires the new laws of motion. You shout the orders. Holloway hesitates. You shout again. He engages the drive. You grab the helm. You follow the tablet's guide. The ship shudders. We fly between the colony and the rock. It is suicide. We are a fly against a windshield. The tablet glows blinding bright. It interfaces with the deflector dish. It dumps the core energy. A beam of pure force shoots out. It is not a laser. It is a gravity wave. It hits the asteroid. The rock does not explode. It slides. It moves sideways, just a fraction. It misses the colony. It misses by a mile. The wind of its passing shakes the station. We drift in the wake. The engines are dead. The bridge is dark. Emergency lights flicker. We are alive. The colony is alive. The crew cheers. It is a ragged sound. Holloway wipes his brow. He looks at the tablet. He looks at it with fear and respect. You saved them. The law saved them. The first test is passed, but the tablet is not done. It is just warming up. Other ships arrive. They answer the distress call. 2 frigates and a heavy hauler. The captains beam aboard. They crowd into our mess hall. They want answers. They saw the gravity wave. They want the weapon. Holloway puffs his chest. He claims it. You stay quiet. You watch the tablet. It sits on the table. Captain Vance is loud. He runs a mercenary escort. He slams his fist down. He demands the tech. Captain Rhymes is quieter. She runs a science vessel. She wants the data. Arguments break out. It sounds like a schoolyard fight, but with grown men and guns on their hips. They yell about salvage rights. They yell about maritime law. The tablet flares. A red pulse sweeps the room. Silence falls. The hologram returns. It shows a hierarchy. It places our ship at the top. It designates us as the executor. The other ships are designated as support. Vance laughs. He reaches for his pistol. The ship shakes violently. A storm has started outside. An ion storm. It appeared from nowhere. The sensors are blind. We are trapped here together. The storm batters the hull. Thunder rumbles through the metal. It sounds like a warning. The tablet projects a new law. Unity of command. In times of crisis, one voice leads. Vance looks at the storm. He looks at the tablet. He holsters his gun. He is not stupid. He knows a higher power when he sees it. or fears it. Holloway looks at you. You are the connection. You step forward. You tell them the plan. We form a fleet. We share the data. We survive the storm. They nod. It is reluctant, but it is agreed. A coalition is born of fear and bad weather. You take a breath. You are in charge now. The storm rages for hours. You spend the time reading. The tablet unlocks more text. It explains the core philosophy. It talks about the great filter. Civilizations grow. They expand. They consume. Eventually, they consume themselves. The Elder Ones saw this. They built the law to stop it. The law demands a check. For every expansion, a preservation. For every weapon, a shield. For every mine, a garden. It is a balance. It sounds nice. It sounds noble. But the wording is specific. It mentions a safeguard, a hidden mechanism. If the balance tips, the safeguard activates. It does not say what the safeguard does, but the text turns red when you read it. Red is never good. You show rhymes. She is the scientist. She reads the math. Her eyes widen. She says, it looks like a reset button, a galactic format command. If we break the law, we get erased. That is the catch. The power comes with a leash, a very short leash. You look at the fleet. They are repairing their ships. They are arming weapons. They are thinking about conquest. They do not know about the leash. You have to tell them, but not yet. Panic is dangerous. You keep reading. The text hints at a trigger, aggression without cause. That is the trigger. We look at Vance's ship. It is bristling with guns. He is a walking trigger. You need to keep him calm. You need to be a diplomat. You hate diplomacy. You prefer rocks. Rocks are honest. The storm clears. The stars return. But they look different. Something is blocking the light. Sensors ping. They detect anomalies. A fleet is out there. It is approaching the system. They are cloaked. But the tablet sees them. It highlights their position. Ghostly red outlines. There are dozens of them. They are moving in attack formation, or what looks like it. Vance sees them too. He shouts over the comms. He wants to strike first. He says they are sitting ducks while cloaked. He charges his rails. The tablet screams. A high-pitched audio warning. Aggression forbidden. The text flashes. Defense authorized. Strike first forbidden. You yell at Vance to stand down. He ignores you. He locks targets. The tablet heats up. It burns the table. The ship's power fluctuates. It is cutting Vance off. Our ship overrides his systems. His guns power down. He screams in rage. He calls you a traitor. You tell him to look. The enemy fleet is dropping cloaks. They are huge. Warships. Ugly and scarred. If Vance had fired, we would be ash. They have us outgunned 10-1. We need to talk. We need the law. The tablet projects a hailing frequency. It is an old code. You open the channel. You broadcast the peace signal. The enemy fleet pauses. They hold position. They are listening. A shuttle detaches from the lead ship. It flies toward us. It looks like a brick with engines. It docks with our airlock. The seals hiss. You stand in the cargo bay. Holloway is behind you. Vance is there too. He looks sour. The airlock opens. Steam vents. 3 figures step out. They are tall. They wear heavy armor. But the armor is battered. It is patched with scrap. They remove their helmets. Their faces are gray. Their eyes are wide. They are shaking. They are not attackers. They are terrified. The lead envoy speaks. His voice cracks. He asks if we are the Elder Ones. He asks if the judgment is over. He falls to his knees. He offers a weapon. He holds it by the barrel. It is a gesture of surrender. You look at the tablet. It glows green. Parley accepted. The text scrolls. It guides your words. You tell him to rise. You tell him there is no judgment, only law. He weeps. He says they have been running from the chaos. They saw our beacon. They thought it was a trap. Or a salvation. Vance scoffs. He says it is a trick. He says they are pirates. He wants to space them. The envoy flinches. He looks at Vance with fear. He thinks Vance is the judge. You step between them. You offer the envoy water. He drinks it like it is wine. This is the parley. It hangs by a thread. The tablet hums. It monitors heart rates. It monitors truth. It says the envoy is honest, but the fleet outside is still armed, and Vance is still angry. We move to the conference room. The envoy explains their plight. His people are starving. Their system collapsed. War destroyed their sun. They need a home. They need fuel. They need a sector to inhabit. He points to a star map. He points to a nearby system. It is a mining reserve. Our mining reserve. Holloway's face turns purple. That is his retirement fund. He slams the table. He says, absolutely not. He says, we found it. We keep it. Vance agrees. He proposes a plan. We give them 1 shipment of fuel. Then we tell them to leave. If they refuse, we open fire. We use the gravity wave. We wipe them out. It is simple math. Us or them. The tablet pulses red. Danger, imbalance detected. The law forbids hoarding vital resources. It forbids denying aid. But it also forbids theft. It is a dilemma, a moral knot. Holloway argues for property rights. The envoy begs for life. You look at the text. Clause 44. The balance of need. It suggests a trade. Labor for land, service for shelter. Vance laughs. He calls them refugees. He says they are useless. He wants to push the button. He reaches for the cons to his ship. He is going to order his crew to fire. He is going to start a war we cannot win, and a war the law forbids. The tablet reacts. It does not shock him. It projects. It fills the room with a vision. It is a simulation, a projection of the future. It shows what happens if Vance fires. We see the enemy fleet return fire. We see our ships burn. We see the colony crack open. Atmosphere vents into the dark. Bodies float. But it goes further. It shows the safeguard. The balance tips. The Elder One's legacy activates. A pulse sweeps the sector. It neutralizes all energy. Ships drift dead. Life support fails. Everyone dies. The silence is absolute. It is a graveyard. The vision ends. A room is cold. Vance is shaking. He saw his own death. He saw the end of everything. The tablet offers a choice. Chaos or order. Greed or survival. The warning is clear. There is no winning a war here. There is only mutual destruction. The council is silent. Holloway sits down. He looks old. He nods at you. He waves his hand. Do it. Make the deal. You turn to the envoy. You turn to the crew. We have work to do. We need a solution. We need to defend ourselves without shooting. And we need to house these people without losing ours. The engineers get to work. You bring the enemy engineers aboard. They speak a different technical dialect, but math is universal. We retrofit the weapons. The gravity wave emitter is modified. We turn it into a tractor beam, a massive construction tool. We can use it to move asteroids. We can use it to build habitats. The enemy fleet has raw materials. We have the tech. Together, we can build a station, a shared station. Vance's crew grumbles that they help. They weld plates. They wire conduits. The mood shifts. Fear turns to focus. Sparks fly in the darkness. We are not soldiers today. We are builders. The tablet monitors the progress. The text turns green. Efficiency spikes. Collaboration approved. We are rewriting the destiny of the sector. You watch the crews mix. A human shares a ration bar with an alien. They complain about the taste. It is a universal bond. Bad food unites us. The final test arrives. The refugee fleet decloaks fully. They move into the system. It is a massive migration. Thousands of ships. Some are barely holding together. They leak plasma. They are desperate. Our sensors detect weapons lock from the rear guard. A faction within the refugee fleet. They do not trust the treaty. They think we are enslaving them. They prepare to fire. Vance's tactical officer screams a warning. Shields up. The tension snaps back. We are on the edge again. You hail the refugee flagship. You cite the law. You tell them we are building, not conquering. You show them the station. It is half finished. But it is there, a skeleton of hope. The rebel ships hesitate. The law demands shelter. You open the hangar bays. You invite them inside. Not as prisoners, as guests. It is a gamble. If they fire inside the bay, we are dead. The lead ship glides in. It lands. The ramp lowers. Children run out. Alien children. They run on the deck. They are laughing. The weapons power down. The refugees are not an army. They are families. The law was right. The threat was only fear. We gather in the new station's command center. It smells like fresh paint and ozone. The envoy stands with Holloway. They hold a stylus. They sign a digital charter. It echoes the tablet's text. It guarantees rights. It sets trade tariffs. It ensures balance. Vance signs it too. He grumbles about the taxes, but he signs. He sees the profit in a new trade hub. The tablet creates a copy of itself, a digital twin. It uploads to the station's core. The law is now the station's OS. Routes open up. The navigation data syncs. We are now a hub. Distant cultures are already hailing us. They see the beacon. The isolation is over. We are part of the web. The trade begins. Ore for tech, food for fuel, stories for stories. We build a monument. It stands in the central plaza. It is a replica of the tablet. We carve the names of the elder ones. We do not know what they looked like. We do not know where they went. But we know what they left. They left wisdom. The name becomes a symbol. It means hope. It means order in the dark. Pilots touch the monument for luck. You see Holloway there. He leaves a coin, a superstition. He winks at you. He says the elder ones must have been good businessmen. You laugh. Maybe they were, or maybe they just knew that dead men don't pay taxes. The ship is ready. The engines hum with the new tune. We are refueling. The crew is different now. They walk taller. We are not just rock haulers. We are the keepers of the pact. The tablet sits on the bridge. It is quiet now. Its job here is done. But the map shows more nodes. More dormant sectors. The galaxy is full of locked doors, and we have the key. You sit in the captain's chair. Holloway gives you the nod. You punch the coordinates. The stars stretch into lines. We are heading into the unknown, guided by ancient law and a little bit of luck. The galaxy awaits. You smile. Let's see what is out there.